My knowledge of the 3 to 5 age group, I discovered, has multiple dimensions of social, emotional, physical, cognitive, language skills acquired through meaning making experiences with a cross curricular social environment. A theme of role play and intrinsic fundamental movements emerge, covering a plethora of important skills essential for the transition to school. The children are led through the socio-behaviourist approach, teacher-led with very high expectations. Reinforcement of positive behaviour is consistently reminded during group times in the form of visuals and other moments in the day verbally. The peers will also remind others of the expected behaviour and will inform the educator of their observations and implications for learning. So children, my perspective remains to be for them is a socio-cultural theory, as children learn through a more knowledgeable one and they're able to make their own choices. So I observed this during the pasting experience for road safety. After the children had learned a sequence of crossing the road, they're invited to organise a process through pasting images in an order of the correct succession. One child cuts out the squares and chooses where the pictures go. His peers value his ability to problem solve, so they're watching him, and he puts them all in order, and therefore they all know how to do it from there on. My passion for the early years surfaces and an urgency to discover, research, test and collaborate my new understandings that I've just learnt from placement. I absolutely got a lot of information from all the readings and from my observations, and I was being able to make great connections with families that are, as I already had connections with the families, but I looked after their siblings, and I was with their older siblings upstairs, and the families were very happy to see me. And I was having a conversation with one mother about play, and I was just saying to her, I did this reading last night and I learnt about play is the reality and the imagination crossing over. Now, I understood that role play, I thought it was transferring and adapting one concept to another, so they're trying to incorporate reality into play. No, this is merging where they really believe that they are the shop owner, or they really are the ice cream lady. And so for this concept, this really was a great nugget for me. And the mother who I was talking to, she was just as excited as I was, because we both value, obviously we all value early childhood education, so it's excellent. I noticed that the high expectations were enabling the children for the 3 to 5 age group to be able to function as a group really well, and that means that their executive function is at a higher level from the 3 to 5 age group than it would be lower. So to expect someone under the 3 age group to sit in a circle, legs crossed for the sustained time that they expected would be very, very difficult. But for these children, it was quite easy to achieve, although towards the end they started to get a little bit fidgety, and that's why I sort of suggested the other activity, because I noticed that they needed a lot of activity. The challenges that I embraced was some children who required additional support at every second of the day. I found that a huge challenge, as I put a lot of effort into all the children and organising different learning opportunities for them. They found it difficult to make interactions with their peers, so they need a little bit more intervention to help support them with that, and that was done through language. So it takes a little bit longer for them. Some children are able to do it, and you can help model the correct language to use to help maintain a friendship at this 3 to 4 age group. The 4 to 5 age group is a little easier. However, the ones that are quite dominant in their play and are constantly changing the rules to suit themselves and according to their own needs becomes a difficult participant to engage with. So that means that those type of children end up not really finding that they connect with others as easily as the other children who are very flexible and malleable and will play different frames and follow the lead, or even leaders can merge and swap and change their ideas and are flexible when others intervene with different rules. But some dominant personalities really find it a struggle to be able to change the rules that other children are asking for. So therefore other children don't really connect with that child a lot, so they're constantly seeking support because they're sort of on their own when they're being rejected. So it's trying to help raise their self-esteem and give them tools and tips to help them interact with others in a more positive way. And that's what I found a challenge, because I continually help them. So thank you. It was difficult.